I've had these guys for a bit now, and actually like a handful of times I've taken photos of them. You can see my hands in the reflections. I've taken photos of them to do, like, for thumbnails, and then I just never end up filming them. It's finally time I crack open these 4 Pokeball tins. Okay, I didn't think about doing this when I first filmed this video, but one viewer of mine loves when I do this, and so I figured I would make them happy because I already know the end result this time. On screen here are all 4 of the Pokeball tins. Now, of course, you can cheat, but feel free to leave a comment down below with which one you think is going to have the best pulls inside. Because this time I can tell you with absolute certainty, while I don't actually go through them and compare as I go, there is a very clear winner. So then you can always just edit your comment and celebrate if you won or lament if you lost. Here are some screenshots, by the way. This guy loves doing this in my videos, and honestly, I am down for it. So we're gonna start with the basics, with our standard red and white Pokeball. And we're gonna open her up and see what kind of packs are even inside. I don't know how old we could be looking at this. Okay, we have base set Scarlet and Violet. Nice and beat up for us, thank you. Golden Go little sticker, little car. We have Obsidian Flames and Paradox Rift, so I believe that is our newest set here. There's a good chance that all of these are going to be the same packs inside. So let's start off with our beat up base set, and they're all kind of beat up. That's the big downside to buying these ball tins. If you're hoping to like chase down good pulls, these are just not the answer, because there's a chance that your good pull is gonna have a big old wrinkle in it. Let's see here. Pull out our code card. Then we have the Pommy, Torrentula, the Riolu, Magneton, Tatsugiri, Jacques, Florigato, Smoliv, Pokegear, and a hollow Olive Branch. Look, I wasn't expecting anything out of the Scarlet and Violet set, so I was happy. Anyways, let's go to Obsidian Flames. Let's kind of make our way through the Scarlet and Violet timeline. Splice that open, and we have a code card with a very bold font. Energy just kind of fell up by itself, so go and do that. Froakie, the Bunsweet, the Vulpix, Phantump, Frogadier, Stunfisk, Sazazle, Lanoon Reverse, Nummel Reverse, and a Toxicity. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
And finally, we have our beat up Paradox Rift pack. So pull that out, and code card, we have the Joltik, Loudred, Rumor Raid, Pumpkaboo, Ambipom. God, I am burning up. It's that time of year again where I'm reminded that the apartment I live in has terrible air conditioning. I guess Premier Ball is next, right? Because it's kind of like the same value as the regular Pokeball, or at least it has the same catch rate. It is a much nicer looking Pokeball in my... Wow, he's really going. A much nicer looking Pokeball in my opinion. It has a flat bottom. How is it still just... I'm honestly impressed. You know what? I think I'm saving you for last. You're really trying to style on us right now. You got some sort of power in there, buddy. You're going last now. Dusk Ball, I want to say. The Moon Ball. No, it's not Dusk, is it? I don't think this is the Dusk Ball. I think this is just the Moon Ball. It does... Oh my god, it just... I hate when they do that. Well, I usually like the year they released down here, so that is 2024. The D24. Oh. You know, I've never had that happen before. I've never just had that pop out. Interesting that hasn't ever occurred. And it goes back in pretty easy. So once again, we have the same 2 stickers and the same 3 packs. Let's go ahead and get this closed back up. And we have the base set Scarlet and Violet. Come on, peel open, buddy. Yeah, anyways, this time of year always reminds me. It's just my AC in this apartment is god-awful. It loves the freeze. Like, I'll set it to, like, a reasonable amount. Like, I want you to drop the temperature by, like, 3 degrees. And it goes, nope, sorry, frozen pipe. And then I have to set it for, like, emergency heat, because this is what thaws it out the fastest. And then I bump it up a little bit and turn it back to AC, then it freezes again. So right now I'm running the emergency heat. We're on that part of the step to thaw the pipe back out. It's a lovely cycle. I love living in this apartment. Don't worry, we don't need the economy to improve. I never want to buy a house anyways. Magneton actually reminds me when I was on my business trip a little while back. after the first hotel exploded, and we were staying in the second hotel, it was actually kind of nice. You know, you don't have like a lot of hotels you have like that window like AC unit, like underneath the window. That's what the first one had, and to be fair, those things are awesome. But this room actually had its own AC unit, so like it was like pumping out of the vent, like kind of above like the area where you would sleep, kind of over the main hall where you entered from. It was a very expensive hotel room. But you had your own AC unit, so you could, choose the, you control it there from the wall. Yeah, except every 12 hours at noon and at midnight, the setting would change back. So you would go to sleep and it would be a nice crisp, like 69 degrees, right? And then you'd wake up and it's 78 because for some reason it would set it to 78 at midnight and at noon. So like I'd go out and work because I had like work overnight, right? And I'd come back at like 1 p.m. and like, okay, I can finally relax for a couple hours, get me some sleep. And nope, scorching heat. Sorry, you're gonna be sleeping pretty much naked in this bed because you only have 2 hours to try and get some sleep. And we decided to default your heat setting to 78 degrees. It's wild to me that was the more expensive hotel as well, because like it was kind of worse. The first hotel that we were in, which was supposed to be a lot cheaper, same brand by the way. These are both owned by the same people. The first hotel that we were in had like free breakfast, and this one didn't. It had a bar where you could go pay a lot of money to get some food, but of course it wasn't open in the mornings. It's a bar, so it didn't have the free breakfast. Also, you could get breakfast there. They just had like some frozen stuff you could buy and charge to your room. And one day I actually did that. We actually went to get some water because we were thirsty. The only water that they had available were these giant things of sparkling water, not just water. But then I was like, they had like this like frozen like Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwich, and I was like, I'm starving, I need something of substance. And so I just grabbed that from the hotel lobby. And I was like, wait a minute, I just realized there's no microwave in my room. Yeah, somehow, this hotel, which is crazy expensive, not one that I would ever pay for myself because it is way too much, they didn't have microwaves in the rooms. Instead, there was a communal microwave on the ground floor of the hotel. Understand, we're like 4 floors up. So I had to buy that thing, use the communal microwave. Of course, the disc was off of the center, so when it rotated, I had to fix it, and there were some like stains and crap on it, and heat up my sandwich right there in the lobby. And then I had to walk that thing, because the lobby and like the elevators are on opposite sides of the building. So I had to walk this thing. Now everyone is smelling this like breakfast sandwich with like egg and sausage and all that. As I'm walking through the hotel, get into the elevator. I'm sure that smell, like the eggy smell, probably stuck in that elevator for a while. Ride it up to the 4th floor where I could finally go to my room and eat it. So like if I would have like brought something, they had a little like mini fridge in there. If I would have brought something that needed microwaved, I would have to get in the elevator, go down to the 1st floor, walk across the hotel, heat it up, walk back across the hotel, now making everyone smell my food, ride the elevator back up. My room was at the end of the building, so once again, opposite end from the elevator. Walk past everybody else's rooms, like, or they could have just, done what even the cheapest hotels do and put a microwave in the room. Like, it was a pretty decent-sized room. It had some decent setup to it. The furniture and stuff was, like, very nice. But, like, I don't care about that if I can't eat. Like, that's kind of, like, the first thing I look for in a hotel. Do I have the ability to, like, at the very least, heat up food? Like, the cheapest, simplest way possible with a microwave. No. The answer was no. But it's the much more expensive hotel. To be fair, though, I'd say we got our money's worth out of it because the cheaper hotel did explode. With all of our stuff inside, it exploded. So I guess maybe the expensive hotel was worth it. After all, that room might have had a microwave, but I never got to use it. I mean, we were not in there that long before the explosion. So, just maybe it's worth it not to have the microwave. Anyways, this boy was dancing. He was styling on us. We've gotten, like, no pulls, but I have hope, all right? It was trying to prove something to us. This is where all the pulls are going to be. We're going to get a hit out of all 3 packs in this guy. You know what? We're going to put him back here. All right, so once again, same 2 stickers. Woo. We have our Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, what's wild is I brought my laptop with me. Because I was hoping to do some YouTube work while I was there, but we basically lost an entire day, so it went from I might have a little bit of free time into I'm going to have 0 free time and no time to sleep. I talked about that in a previous video. But I thought I lost that laptop in the fire. It was kind of wild, like whenever I first turned it on, because it was running when the fire happened. I turned it on and some soot like came out of the fans, and it smelled awful for a while. It smelled like fire, but it still works. But I was also bringing it with me because I'm using it as a dedicated Minecraft server for me and a couple buddies. So I've been hosting, there's our Gyarados. See, I told you, every pack in this one, we're gonna get something. That's our first pack. We got the Gyarados EX Full Art, which is a nice looking card that I have 20 of, but hey, we got another. Okay, not actually 20, you get what I mean. But I couldn't, I didn't have time to work on the Minecraft server either, but it's actually up and running now. It's been a fun time. We're just, been slowly adding new, mods to it, and it's been entertaining. I've done it before. That exact laptop has been used to host like 2 other servers in the past too, just running it 24/7. It's an old gaming laptop, but while it's not super useful for things anymore, what did I tell you? Second pack, another pull, another full art of that. This one being an illustration rare, the Palafin. Again, a duplicate, but I will take it. It's better than what we have been getting, which is nothing. But yeah, the downside is that laptop is in this room with my gaming computer and all my studio lights and everything else. So, it's just adding on a little bit more heat to my already burning up apartment inside of this closed-off studio room. There's Code Card, and we have the Knackle Snack. Plusle, Nutler, Toxel. Come on, last pack. Prove me right. Prove your worth. 3 good pull. Really? Oh, I was 100% joking. We got a pull out of all 3 packs in the tin that was dancing for us. Holy God. We got the Luxurious Cape, number 265 of 182, being a golden secret rare Pokemon tool. Some of these can have like a decently high value, and then some of them really don't have a value at all. I can't tell you which one it's supposed to be, but of course you guys have already seen the value down below, according to TCG Player. Alright, you guys stay back there for the rest of the video. You did us well. Now my name is Junior. Anyways, it is now time for the bonus card of the day. Explanations are right down there in that corner. And, as always, we're going to be playing Guess the Year, pulling a card randomly from the back. We have a golden sleeved card. Maybe that means something good. Maybe it means it's super high value. There's no price tag on it. Okay, I keep guessing modern in every one of these, and I end up being proven wrong. But now I'm gonna guess, like, middle, right? I'm gonna guess, like, around, like, the 2010s, and it's gonna end up being modern. Like, I'm seeing a little bit of whitening on here, nothing bad. It's screaming modern, but I've thought that about so many lately. We're gonna go 2014. And 2022. See, I go like middling, right? Not vintage, not modern, just 2014. And we get a 2022. Roxanne's backup, not a bad looking full art trainer. I have a weird thing with full art trainers where my luck with pulling them was like next to none. I had like all of my good cards in this like one super massive binder. And you would go to like the full art trainer section and there would be like 3. And I don't know why. Like I would get good pulls for everything else. And so now that I'm like scarred by that, every time I see a full art trainer that I don't think I have, I buy it. So that's how we ended up with this Roxanne's backup. Like my full art trainer rate has gotten pretty good lately, but those scars still affect me. God, now I have scars playing in my head. God, I miss the cringe 2010s. Or is that early 2000s? That's early 2000s, right? Yeah, 2004, Scars by Papa Roach. God, that song had to have been used in so many AMVs. I dated an AMV girl, like, super big into, like, not only making them, but, like, that was, like, her passion, was, like, watching AMVs. She learned how to edit because she was so big on them, and I made a couple just kind of, like, learning from her, just trying it out. And, like, yeah, I learned a little bit of video editing from it, but, like, I'd rather just watch the show. That was a huge trend back in the day, though. Anyways, if you guys liked that video, maybe you'll like the 151 Blooming Waters box linked up here. Don't know why. It's a huge box, taking up a lot of space for basically no reason, so might as well link it for no reason. I also have a playlist of all my Pokemon videos and a link to our community Discord. It's free. What's not free is YouTube memberships if you feel like signing up. Give me your mother's credit card. Either way, thank you guys very much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, all of that fun stuff. And hopefully, I will see all of you next time. Goodbye for now.